All right, everybody, welcome. This is our 19th annual benefit. 19 years. Wow. Did you all enjoy the dinner from Bruno? Yes, wow. So, I mean, I love that he has a whole organization as well, and he even said to me, gosh, I love what you guys are doing here. Maybe next year I'll be able to subsidize some of it more. But he just opened the restaurant, and I don't know if anybody else has opened a restaurant here. Costs a lot of money to do it. So anyway, we thank Bruno, and also wanted to thank my wife, Carrie, for putting so much effort into the tables. And to our event chair, who is hiding out there, Katie Lechner as well. She did so much work for this. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. I have more to say later, but I'd like to first introduce our wonderful composer in residence who wrote this next piece for us for tonight. He wrote this so that you could all hear this. This is Jim Stephenson, our composer in residence. Jim, come on up.
Thank you very much. I was just telling Patrick, well, I've done lots of introductions to my music before, but I don't know if I've ever done it on such a deliciously full stomach. But we're among friends, so you'll forgive me if I'm just, what do they call it, food coma? So anyway, I'm delighted to share this piece with you. First of all, working with these musicians is just amazing. I don't know if you've heard them, but they're kind of good. And so it's a composer's dream to have a chance to write music for people who play music at this level. It really is. We can write whatever we want, and they'll do it, which is really fun. So the music you're going to hear tonight, at least from me, and we'll let Maddie talk about her piece, my daughter, later. You're going to hear music where we're writing kind of what's in our brain, literally, and putting what's in our brain onto the page. And so I had this, when it came time to write this piece for oboe and piano, I had just finished a couple big pieces. I had just written a symphony, and I had just written a long ballet. And in our world, the composer's world, we kind of like to have variety in what we compose too. So it was really fun to get to do something that was a little smaller scale than this 45-minute symphony or something like that. And so when it came time to write for oboe, I don't know how I came up with Panic right away. I hope you'll forgive me. But I just had this idea of short movements that just kind of episodes that go on in our brain. And so the first movement is called Panic. You know, it's not a panic attack, panic episode, whatever you want to call it. But so you'll hear nervous, energetic, manic, I don't know, maybe I should let you tell it, but a lot of notes, a lot of stuff going on. You'll hear just this nervous energy. And then I invented these little interludes that come in between my episodes. So I invented the word Mini-sode. I hope you'll forgive me. But the second movement is just a really short, little, bright, colorful, very short, brief, just have fun kind of thing. Then the third movement is another kind of episode, what I called out of body. And I'm sure you can all relate to this in various ways if you want, but you'll hear it's, of course, the slowest music of this suite. And the idea is that we just kind of float. And especially at the end, you'll hear Patrick on the piano just kind of float. Did I get to the top of the keyboard or not at the end of the third? As close as I could, right? So he just kind of floats to the very top of the keyboard, this kind of out-of-body experience. And then we have another Mini-sode, which is this just kind of a groovy little 5/8, fun kind of Spanish-sounding little thing, right? I don't know. You agree with me? Okay, good. All right. And then, and there's one spot in that where I actually asked the oboe, the low register on the oboe, if you played, how would you describe it? If you played really loud, I just had you I actually wrote in the music, go ahead and sound ugly. I actually put that in the music. So if she gets loud on some low notes, that's because I asked her to do that. And then I had some fun with the last movement. It's called Game Show. You might imagine a game show episode. I just wanted to write some fun music, and so you'll hear chord. It's not going to sound like Wheel of Fortune or something like that, but it's going to sound like very friendly, just happy, very familiar sounding chords, groovy and just hopefully fun. So that's where my brain was at in February when I wrote this piece. So I hope you enjoy our world premiere of episodes for oboe and piano. And thank you both very much.
Thank you. expanding. I'd like to have Maddie introduce her next piece here. Maddie Stephenson wrote this next beautiful piece, Afterthoughts. Maddie.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I want to say thank you to Patrick and everyone in the ICA for asking me to write this piece and allowing me to, flex my compositional muscles a little bit. I typically write music in the screen scoring film world, so my dad was talking a little bit about variety and how we composers love that, so this was a nice, variety thing for me. So it was great. Thank you. A little bit about my piece. This is called Afterthoughts. I first got the idea for this piece when I was making a slideshow of family photos on my mom's side of the family. And I was seeing a lot of faces that I didn't really recognize, some that I did. Grandparents that were my age, parents that were my age. It was just really cool to see, and I was kind of struck with the thought of them living a whole life before I was born. And it was really cool and a little bit bittersweet. The thought that I knew them for just a little part of their life, and they knew me for all of mine. I don't know, I thought it was a cool idea. And so that inspired the opening of the piece. And after that, the piece kind of develops as my thoughts about that idea developed. Gets a little upbeat. I get happy, I get sad, I get a little, there's a little bit of grief in there. And it kind of finally ends at a place of just, love and acceptance of life, and it's very deep compared to the last piece here. A little switch up. It was great. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea behind, sorry, Dad. That's the idea behind the piece, and just goes through a section of emotions that I was feeling at the time, and I hope you guys enjoy. This is Afterthoughts.
All right, so this whole season we've been celebrating relatives and music. That's why we had the idea to let's commission a piece from Jim, and his daughter's also a composer out in LA, so let's get Maddie on the scene here too. So glad that you guys wrote these for us. Now we're on to another piece now by Jim. He wrote this piece called Thinking. Now we just had Afterthoughts, and now we're going to Thinking. So it's a little out of order, but that's the way we do things here at ICA. And let's have Jim come forward again. And Jim, would you tell us a little bit about this cool piece, Thinking?
I was thinking during Maddie's piece that there's sometimes a family tree, if you will, in just the entire music industry. All these pieces, not the first one that I wrote, but these three pieces exist because of the Martinů that you're going to hear at the end of the program. Martinů wrote this really famous piece called Revue de Cuisine, and that's a really common piece, really popular piece amongst musicians to play. The thing is, it's kind of an unusual instrumentation. There aren't a lot of groups that are violin, cello, clarinet, bassoon, piano. What am I forgetting? Trumpet. Oh, how can I forget trumpet? I'm a former trumpet player. That was terrible. But it's not a common group. And so that piece was written by Martinů, and then I was asked in 2008, I think it was, I got a call from a friend in London who said, hey, we have this group that plays the Martinů all the time. We'd love to have another piece to play. And so I was asked to write this piece for this instrumentation. And so I got to thinking about what I would write. And as I sort of hinted at in the very first piece, I just kind of wrote what was on my mind. And so the first movement, you're not going to like me. Well, maybe you don't already. Anyway, it was, I wanted a challenge for myself to write something like I wouldn't otherwise write. Why not take, you write a lot of music in your life, why not go a different direction? So the first movement is called Outside the Box, Thinking Outside the Box. And so I wrote music that I otherwise would never write. So you'll hear this, like everybody's a character in the first movement, just doing their own thing. It's all wild, and then this little smoky jazz tune happens in the middle of it. That goes away, they all get wild again, and that's the first movement. That's outside the box. And that's me thinking outside the box. So if you want to know me, that's what that's all about. The second movement is relatively obvious. It's called It Over, Thinking It Over. So you will hear a tune at the beginning played by the clarinet, kind of a little sneaky, almost like detective kind of tune. And then everybody gets a chance to play it. It repeats itself, variation, variation, variation. Everybody gets a chance to play that tune over and over, it over, The third movement is called About What Was, Thinking About What Was. You thought Maddie's piece was deep? Wait till you hear this one. So I had in mind just to kind of, as you might expect, that you just get a little retrospective, and it's a very lyrical, very melodious tune, the complete opposite of the first movement of the Outside the Box, and I think a very pretty movement, and so it's just, if you want to think about something, think about what was, it might be an appropriate time to do that. The fourth movement is called Twice, Thinking Twice. I pulled a little composer's trick in this one. If you want to try to tap your foot in the fourth movement, good luck, right? Because I changed the time signature and meter all over the place, and so I wrote the piece and I don't even know what the beat is. So it makes you think twice about it. Am I hearing it right? I don't know. So that's what that is. And then the last movement is just thinking out loud, kind of like the first piece you heard that I wrote. I just went kind of crazy and wrote what I was thinking, and it does get loud, so it's thinking out loud, but it's fun, jazzy. And just, I don't know, hopefully you will think that it is enjoyable. All right, so here is not a world premiere, but a performance of Thinking, and thank you all again very much. Appreciate it.
All right, now on to a little Martinů. You got to check out your program for this. There's a great description in here of it. I'll just give you a little taste. It's on the page number 7, okay? Page 7. This is from a ballet, and I just came from the ballet. I love the ballet now. It's so much fun to play ballet. Okay, this one, the characters are irresistibly charming. Whether one considers the marriage between the pot and the lid, or the stubborn determination of the whisk to seduce the pot. That's so much fun, this is. Oh my gosh. I think there was something cute at the end. Yeah, here at the end. Okay. I got it here. Yes, I did look at this. Pot is so captivated that lid falls off him and rolls into a corner of the kitchen. Now dishcloth wants to seduce lid, but order-loving broom, that's me, challenges dishcloth to a duel, which delights whisk. The two irritated combatants fight to the bitter end. Whisk makes eyes at Pot once more, but now Pot longs for lid. Oh my gosh, this is so great. But lid is nowhere to be found. And there's more. You can read the rest on your own. So this is the little Martinů. We're going to play one movement for you, and then I'm going to do a little speech, and then we'll talk about some things, and then a little live auction, and then we'll play the last movement and send you home with music. So here is a little bit of the Martinů. Thank you. Did y'all pick out your favorite character? Who are you? Yeah, I love that. So now we come to the time of the evening where I want to just say let's say a few words. First of all, thank you guys for being here tonight. It means so much to me that you're all here. I've been working so hard just to just invite so many people to come, so thank you for answering the call. Our mission is collaboration with you, bringing you, our dedicated audience, performances with exceptional artists of every genre that broadens your appreciation of the arts and inspires you to become regulars. Raise your hand if you're a regular here. That's what I'm saying, yes, yeah. We love performing a wide array of repertoire, and the musicians get to suggest what we play. So it's kind of like a group mix CD in the end. Does anyone remember what a CD is? Yeah. So, and we love bringing people together. This season, as I mentioned, celebrates families and relatives. So now my son once said to my wife, "Mom, now I'll be good for you if you give me $1. And then without missing a beat, she said, "Oh, why can't you be good for nothing like your father?" Chamber music is essential. Chamber music. I love these descriptive words here. Now more than ever. It is deeply cooperative, providing a supportive social environment with shared responsibility. Chamber music is meant to be experienced in smaller spaces like this and in our house as an intimate adventure. With small groups of musicians performing, you're more easily able to connect with us and experience one of the most powerfully moving art forms. With much fewer musicians than an orchestra, there are generally more notes too for all of us to play, more notes. So that the passion that we bring to that, you can tap into that. It's just so great. Our goal is to inspire you and then make you want to come back and hear more. And your ears will thank you, and so do we. Do you want to know the best part about an annual family reunion? You get a full year to recover. Elizabeth, I thought you'd like that one. So we love making music together. We had so much fun in our rehearsals. We were just laughing like a mile, every other minute. We were just laughing with each other, and we just especially love to share with you that fun and that love and the joy of creating great music. Paul McCartney once said on Stephen Colbert, when he asked about being a little kid and growing up and what it's like to make music, he says, "I'm still that little kid, even though now we're grown. When you start out, you're just trying to figure out how to pay the bills. But when your music changes people's lives, that's the biggest bonus." Nailed that impression, yeah. So I'd love for you to consider making a donation tonight to help support our mission. And in order to help the process, I've had a grateful music lover donate $5,000 to get us going. Now, before we get to that, yes, agreed. Yeah. Before we get to that, though, I've got just a few ideas for next season. Does anybody want to hear what my plans are for next season? Okay, all right, cool. So first off, it's the 250th birthday of our country. So we are going to do some American composers on each program. I want to do a little Samuel Barber. I really want to do the Adagio for strings, or the Knoxville, haven't decided. Want to do one of those. And there's some Ives stuff. He's got a cool trio for clarinet, cello, and piano. Clarinet, violin, and piano. George Crumb, I want to consider some George Crumb. Again, this depends on how much we can raise tonight. Anybody know George Crumb's music? Really cool. Inside the piano stuff, and you make it dark. It's one piece is called The Voice of the Whale. I use a chisel inside the piano. So I got to determine whether I want to do that or not. And then the Copeland Appalachian Spring. I really think it's time for us to do Appalachian Spring. Yeah. So, and then of course we've got this amazing composer in residence, so we got to commission some more stuff from Jim Stephenson. Keep that going. Yeah. And Maddie's first time composing. Why not get more out of Maddie? Come on, Maddie. Yes. Yeah. So we'll do a family concert. Every year we do a family concert. And this year we're going to try and pair it with the Sunday school. So we'll do it on a Sunday. So we have kind of a built-in audience of children. And this year we're going to do some brassronauts program, a brassronauts program. They get to wear the costumes and everything. Yeah. And Jim Stephenson does have a celestial suite for brass quintet. I thought maybe we could consider that in the program. We'll talk to Sean about that. Jim highly recommends the female composer Amanda Harburg. I hate to have to say female composer still, but that's where we're bringing in women composers, and I want you to know that that's our goal as well. Great. And the brass folks have 2 extra concerts, one at Maranatha Baptist University in Wisconsin that we've got set up as part of their series, their artist series, and then a holiday program at the Casino Club. If anybody, yes, look, I'll see if I can get you in. Okay, December, we want to do a holiday soiree at our house again, perhaps just your favorite Christmas carols, and then I play them and we all sing them, something like that, maybe. And then this past year, I want you all to know too, we added a whole series of concerts at Lake Forest Place. That's nearby, and it's such a great group. We've got a core group of friends there that get all the residents to come down. It's so cool. They fill their hall with all these wonderful people. And we're actually playing the same program there tomorrow at 4:30, if anybody wants to hear the program again tomorrow, Lake Forest Place. So, yes, Lake Forest Place. Thank you. All right, so I'd like to continue the evening now here with the raffle drawing. Could we do that, Katie? Let's do some raffling. Some of y'all got some raffle tickets out there still? Okay, let's do some drawing. What do you say? And then for our live auction, we've got some Folia restaurant gift cards, so you can think about that. Folia is where we had the food tonight, and also a Boyne Mountain Resort stay. And then we have the olive oil that you had tonight, the olive oil. Jim has donated 5 bottles of olive oil, so 5 of you can win that. And then finally, there's one more thing, and I'm going to have a charismatic board member come up and auction something off. It's a date with me. No. Kind of. All right, so let's, shall we, Katie? Sweet. Here we go. Sure, let's do some raffles. Who wants to win? Anybody?
Let's start with 4 passes to ride the Centennial Wheel at Navy Pier.
All right.
You want to?
Sure.
Try it?
Sure.
My fingers aren't lucky.
We got 2 in here.
2 in
It's the same person. Okay. Doug Stiles. Doug, you're such a winner. There he is. Doug, congrats, man. Doug wins the Navy Pier passes for the Centennial Wheel. We've done that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Do you get vertigo, Doug? Mm-hmm. You okay? All right. Next.
We have Portillo's gift cards.
Ooh.
Mix 'em up.
Sure. I love Portillo's too. It's good. Okay. Let's see here. They're all stuck together. Doug Stiles, I'm just kidding. Not Doug Stiles. Paul. This looks like Paul. 847-436. Is that Paul right here, Paul? Yeah, it's Paul. All right. Congrats, Paul. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. Next.
Great. So let's do this one. This is the Lux Wine Tasting for 4 at Cooper's Hawk.
Love that. I need some wine. I haven't had any wine yet. You people are way ahead of me. This is a good one. Sally Stephenson. You won. Yes. Grand.
Okay, so now we have some Lou Malnati's gift cards.
Lou Malnati's. They make a good gluten-free. All right.
Great.
Uh-oh. Sally Stephenson. I'm not kidding. Right there. She's tricky. She put them together. Very cool. Yeah, I see how this works, right?
So these are some gift certificates for Cafe Babariba. It's right by my house, so I'll be happy to go with.
Sweet. Okay. I'm not going to draw Sally's name now. La Palio, that's Marion Larry. Marion Larry right here. Very nice. Okay. Beautifully done.
Now we have the tickets to see the Chicago Wolves.
All right.
Yeah.
I've seen these guys before. They're good, the Wolves. It starts with a fireworks show. Very cool. And there's 1 ticket in here. So whoever got to... Paul wins again. Paul. Yes. Oh, that's so fun. That is so fun.
We saved the best for last. This is our first donation from the Lake Forest Bookstore. It is a gift certificate, a gift card, and a book, but they're a surprise.
Oh, Nice. Okay. Ready? Get set.
Good. Oh, not that one.
Is this up? Okay. Is this the other one? Okay. Okay.
That one.
I like that one. It's
You like
not.
that one?
Megan Learned. Okay, yeah, time for some live auction stuff now. Live auction. What did I say we're going to give off? Yeah, I said we're going to do gift certificates to Folia Restaurant. Okay, the value is $200 to. Wow. Okay.
You can go like all at once, you can go 2 times, you can go 4 times.
That is beautiful.
Well, they're not endless.
This is good. This is good. We dropped one now. It's 150. No. Let us start the bidding at, how about, let's start it at, let's let some people give a good donation. $5. Who wants to do it? I'm going to start low. We're going to go high. Carrie for 5. Good. Let's go up now to $50. That's the way we do it here. 50, Stephanie, thank you. Let's go now to $100, $100. No, let's go 75 first. 75, who wants it? Got to Patrick, you on it. And now over to 100, let's do it. Who wants the 100? $100 for $200. Come on. Go. All right, we got it. Sean in the back. How about 125? 125, Jim. Beautiful. Thank you, Jim, for bringing Bruno tonight. Let's do 150. Who wants 150? Right here. Right here. Thank you. We got Liam at 150. 175. We got Patrick, 175. We're almost to the value. 200. Let's go to 195. You get a steal here. 195. No, we got Jim. We got Jim. And 200 even. Who wants to do it for 200? All right, we've got Francesca here for 200 even. Francesca. How about 225? Anyone? 225 over the value of the prize. Going once, going twice. Sold to Francesca. Very nice. Beautiful. Thank you, Francesca. Next up is a 4-day, 3-night stay at Boyne Mountain, or you could go for 3 days and 4 nights. No, I'm just kidding. You can't. It's only 4 days, 3 nights, or 3 nights and 4 days. Let's try it that way. Okay. All right. And the value of this, it depends on when you go. If you like to ski, they've got an amazing ski resort. They have this giant hot tub there, like giant hot tub. You can go all seasons. They've got a really cool chalet. It's in Michigan, Boyne Mountain, Michigan. It's a big ski resort. If you love skiing, this is a big deal for you. We've stayed there many times. It's a cool little chalet you get to stay in. It's like a condo. Yes. Okay. And value's $1,000. Okay, so let's start this one at $200. Who would like to bid $200? Other than my wife. Just kidding. No, we'll do it. Okay, 200 for Carrie. 200. 250. Greg, you're thinking about it. We'll go with you. Greg. 250. All right. How about let's move it up to 400. 400. This is a great value, folks. A great value. It's a great trip, too, with your kids. There's a water park there. I mentioned there's a water park. There's a whole water park thing there. Yeah. If you got kids, you could just leave them in there. It's really cool. Well, okay, 400. Anybody? 400? All right, Sean. Very, very nice. Let's go an even 5. 500. Half the value. $500. Anybody want it? $500. Greg, I'm looking at you. Carrie, keep your hand down. All right, let's, anybody else? Let's see, $400, going once, going twice. Sold to Sean in the back. Very good, beautifully done, Sean. Excellent, excellent. Next is the olive oil. It's Jim. Could you just tell us a couple of words about, this is from Jim's private estate in his Italian villa. The olive oil you had tonight was the olive oil. It's from Italy. Jim, would you tell us a little bit about your wonderful Contevaggio? Is this? Contevecchio. I forgot how to say it. You look great.
I look great, he says. No, it's we have a house in Umbria, which is about an hour and 45 minutes north of Rome by car. And it's in the town of Todi. And Todi is an ancient town. We have a place there that was once a little convent, which is why the wine is Il Conventaccio. And we've got about 500 trees, and we harvest every November. It's extra virgin. I always thought that was sort of cool when I was 15, extra virgin. But all that means is that it's the first pressing, the very first pressing of a wine, of an olive. So this is 2024. Every year tastes a little different, which is quite remarkable. This is very tart, has a little pepper in it. It's very green. We were excited to have an opportunity to have everyone taste it. And so we put it on carafes on every single table. No one ever tried it. Raise your hand if you actually tried it. Okay. Oh, good. All right. Great. Excellent. Well, yeah. Well, with that, let's auction it.
All right, sounds good. And we've got 5 bottles of, I think it's 750 ml, this right here. It's like a wine bottle, full of it, okay? With the lovely label as well. And there are 5 top, we can just do the top 5 bidders, right? Oh my gosh, all 5 to one person. Why not? Let's do 2. Top 2 bidders. Yeah. Okay, retail for the bottle is $65. All right, so let's do the top bidder gets 3 bottles. Costs $200 to make. This is definitely a good investment. So we've got the top bidder will get 3 bottles. Second highest will get 2 bottles of this lovely, lovely olive oil that we all tried tonight. Okay. Say again. What's that? Wait, a bottle each. You mean like one person each? What? 5 bottles. Oh, okay, let's do that. We'll get to the highest bid, and then whoever wants to match that can also get the bottles. The first 5 hands I see will get it. Okay, so the value is, again, 65 times 2. I can't do math. So let's start the bidding. Start the bidding at 10. 10. We do? Okay, easy here. 20. Okay, 30. Good. 40. 50. In the back, 50, 60, got it easily, 65, the value of the wine, it looks like wine, the olive oil, 70, we want to go, okay, we got 70, 75, okay, 75, should we do 80, Mead's got it, 90, 90, we're at 85, okay, 85, all right, 90, okay, how about 100, even, boom, got it, 110, we're at 100 even. Okay, 110, Sally, fine, wow. 120. 110, going once, going twice. Sold, okay, who else would like a $110 bottle of olive oil? Raise your hand. We got 2. Anybody else? Anybody else? 110 for this amazing, okay, we got it for the olive oil. 3, Stephanie's third, Basil. 4th one? Okay, we got it, Ralph. And 5. Anybody? 5. I'm looking at you. 5. Okay, Mead's got it. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for that. Great. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite our charismatic Carla up to the front, and she's going to auction off a little something here that's something.
A little something. Quick story. I joined the board. I was asked to join the board from our charismatic board member, Jim Crawford here, and I said, no, I'm too busy. And then COVID happened, and being the persistent board member that he is, he said, okay, how about now, what are you doing? It's COVID. So I did say, well, let me look up who this guy is. And I didn't know ICA. And I looked up and I said, wow, he's pretty impressive. And then I looked up who he works with. I went, wow, you all are really impressive. And I thought, okay, this is a quality organization. And I'd worked in the nonprofit professional arts world years ago. I worked with the chamber theater. I love all the concepts that he describes in being a chamber kind of collaborative place. And so then I came to see, COVID ended, and it didn't surprise me that the quality that Patrick brought is incredible, or the quality of the musicians that he works with is so incredible. What surprised me was that this attractive young man is so charming and welcoming, and he not only brings collaboration to the music, but he brings it to the audience. So, and he didn't pay me to say this, by the way, either. But what the next auction item is, and which is what I'm getting to, is that you all have a chance to not only ask him questions about his music, but you can get to know him. And he is really fun. And he is delightful and funny and warm and welcoming, and he embraces everybody that he meets. And not only can you ask him all the questions you might have about what game show he thought of when he was playing the game show piece, or what it's like to work collaboratively with a father and daughter who are obviously very competitive about their music. So you can ask him all this, and likely he will also ask questions about you, because that's who he is. So you all have a chance to have dinner, not only with this wonderful musician, but this really terrific guy and his amazing wife. So the next auction item is to have dinner with Patrick and Carrie at Folia, the restaurant that Bruno, Folia, the restaurant that we all got to experience tonight. So, with that in mind, we're starting the bidding at the, okay. We're two people? Four people, plus you and Carrie. So that's a total of, four total. Two people to have this intimate, wonderful dinner with Carrie and Patrick at Folia here in Lake Forest. We'll start the bidding at $100. Thank you, sir. You might have to help me with this part. $100. Do I hear $120? $120. Do I hear $140? $140. It's a fabulous restaurant, isn't it? $200. $200. Thank you, sir. $220. They're really charming. Oh, wait, did you see it? Oh, $220. $240. $240. Fantastic. $240. I see $250. A nice even $250. $250. I mean, for a night out, we spend sometimes that just for two people anyway. But then you get to go with them. So $265. $265. $275. A nice round $275. Have a fabulous night. $275, Jim. $275. $300. $300. $300 for a fantastic night with Carrie and Patrick. Do I hear 310? Anyone for 310? We're at 300 and 300. Going once, going twice, $300. Well done.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you. It's kind of fun, isn't it, Carla? It's kind of fun. All right, so as you know, my gift is turning music into, no, the other way around. My gift is turning money into music. So now, who would be able to champion our cause here? Now, again, we have this $5,000 match. Can we get there? Who would like to donate, let's say at the $1,000 level? Anybody willing to donate $1,000 tonight? And some of you already have. Okay, Wayne. All right, Wayne at 1,000. Thank you. Thank you, Wayne. Anybody else willing to donate $1,000? I know someone else did in the back, but she probably wants to remain anonymous, so I know we have another one that's donated that. Anybody else? Let's go to 7. Okay, Jim. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? I don't want to miss out on this level. Anybody else at 1,000? Okay. Don't sit on your hands too much back there. And then how about 750? Anybody willing to give 750? I'm coming down. Coming down for you. Anybody? Jane? I'll take you out to dinner, too. 750, anybody? Anybody? Okay, 5. Anybody want to do 5? Thank you, Francesca. 5, thank you. 500. Yes. Okay, Jill for 5. Thank you, Jill and Leaf. Thank you, guys. Okay, over here, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. We got Kelly Starr and Patrick, thank you. 5. Okay, we've got John McDonald over here. John McDonald, thank you, John. Thank you. Okay, we've got Robert Krug. Robert, thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, Craig, is that your hand, or are you just a little sweaty? Craig? All right, and then I'm really not good at this. The next level should be, what, 250? I always go too low. Here's the deal. My mom sent in a check. My mom sent, and my dad, they sent a letter just yesterday, and it had $250 in it. Now, last year they sent $200. So this year she's saying she's hoping that more people can give $250 this year. So would you be willing to give $250 this year to help my mom be happy? Mark, thank you. Megan, thank you. Thank you in the back. Jean, thank you. Thank you. We got Carol in the front. Carla, thank you. Roger, thank you. Roger, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Anybody else at that level? Okay, finally 100, the $100 level. Anybody willing to give 100 here? $100. Okay, thank you, Suzanne. Joni, thank you. Jane, Jim Foley, thank you. Thank you, guys. Robin, thank you. We got John Harper. John, thank you. Thank you, John. And Paul, okay, yes, Paul over here. Paul, it looks like you want to say something. Do you want to say something? Paul looks like he has something to say. And then in the back, would you bring up our VIP slide? Everybody, I want everybody to see our VIPs. Paul, are you good?
What did you just ask me to do? No, I didn't hear what you said. Oh, no, I don't want to say anything. Just, I'll tell you what, this was a great dinner and a nice night. Thank you.
So we have our VIPs up here. Thanks to everybody who bought the VIP tickets. Beautiful list. I love all you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Now, all of your donations ensure that our musicians will continue to be valued more and more. We started out with, I paid the musicians $50 per concert, and I didn't pay myself anything for the first 2 years because I really believed in this whole thing. And to have this be, to see the dream kind of come true, and like to be here with all of you tonight, and after that kind of, we've never had a sit-down dinner benefit either. This is the first time. And before we end, I did want to tell you that in addition to the one $5,000 match, I didn't want to overwhelm you, but I actually got 4 $5,000 donors. So we did really well. So thank you all for being here tonight. So after we finish our last movement, we'll do our sign out outside the doors here. And this is now the Revue de Cuisine. And what a dinner we had, and what a lovely time. Thanks you so much, everybody. Thank you for being here. We'll see you soon.